Good morning to one and all. Now I am going to continue the next topic in the chapter 1 living world. The topic is gram staining procedure. So gram staining method is one of the methods. It is easily differentiate bacteria become a gram positive or gram negative. Okay. So this method was developed by the Danish physician Christian Gram in the year of 1884. I already taught in the milestone of bacteria. So how can it's possible means it is easily possible by the differentiate of the colors. Whether we can take a culture as a gram positive bacterium means that gram positive bacterium retains the colors of crystal violet. We can see in the microscope. Whereas the bacterial culture become a gram negative means that is retains the color of the pink or saffron in color. Okay. Now I explain the stepwise process in gram staining procedure. The first one, we can take one of the slide, okay, in the laboratory and smear the bacterial culture. So the smear has become a blood sample or pus. Okay, any other sample we can take in the slide. Okay, so take the bacterial culture and heat fix the bacterial culture. So heat fix means, so under the slide we can treat the slide on the light. Okay, then culture become a heat fixed. Then after that we can adding the crystal violet solution for 30 seconds. Then rinse with the distilled water means pure water. Okay, distilled water for 2 seconds. Then after we can add the grams iodine solution and again once again we can also rinse with the distilled water the slide. Okay, then again we can add the ethanol or acetone solution for 10 to 30 seconds. Again rinse with the distilled water. Then last step is adding the safranin reagent for 30 to 60 seconds and again rinse with the distilled water and plot. Plot means drying the water. Okay, so dry means just air dry. Okay, so treat on the slide in the air only, the slide become dry. Then after that we can observe under the microscope. Suppose we are taking the smear or bacterial culture as a gram positive means we can see in the microscope means the retains the color of the crystal violet only. So the gram positive bacterium become violet color in nature. Suppose we can take the bacterial culture as a gram negative means it is also look like a color of pink. Okay. So this one is the steps. What are the steps involved in the gram staining method? Why the bacterium retains the color crystal violet as in gram positive, whereas this is not in the function of the gram negative means. So gram positive bacterium contains the considerable amount of a teichoic acid and teichironic acid on their cell wall. Okay, there is the absence of the teichoic acid and teichironic acid in the gram negative bacterium. So this is one of the point. And one more point is that in this bacterium it contains the polysaccharide is thick in nature. Okay, whereas gram negative it is a very thin layer. And also in the gram negative bacterium 3 component layers are present outside the peptidoglycan layer. So one is the lipoprotein and another one is the outer membrane and another one is the lipopolysaccharides. Okay, so these 3 layers are present and also the peptidoglycan layer is very thin. So it is loosely releases the colors of the crystal violet. So here peptidoglycan layer is very thick, no. So in the first adding solution it retains the color of the crystal violet. So it become a violet color in the microscope. We can see means. Okay. So this is the main two differentiation in the cell wall of the gram positive and gram negative. So the gram positive bacterium become blue color in nature. See the microscope. Gram negative bacterium is a pink color in the microscope. The next one is the difference between gram positive and gram negative bacterium. So this is the tabular column of the differences of gram-positive and gram-negative bacterium. So totally 10 characteristics are differentiate here. So first one is a cell wall of the gram-positive bacterium. It is a single layer, means only one layer, that is a peptidoglycan layer, but the layer become a thick, okay. So 0.015 micrometer to 0.02 micrometer. So single layer. So here is the gram-negative. Triple layer means that is a lipoproteins, outer membrane and lipopolysaccharides. So triple layer is present above the peptidoglycan layer, but the layer become thick, okay. Sorry, layer become thin, okay. So triple layer with 0.0075 micrometer to 0.012 micrometer, okay. Then rigidity of cell wall. So rigidity of cell wall, due to the presence of the peptidoglycan, it is more rigid than the gram-negative bacterium. So only one layer of the peptidoglycan means, so it is the elastic nature, okay, due to the presence of the lipoprotein and polysaccharide mixture. Chemical composition, it is more thick because of the peptidoglycan, 80% of the peptidoglycan and remaining 20% only polysaccharides. Here is the total amount of the cell wall. There is the peptidoglycan only 12% and rest of the amount is the polysaccharides and lipoproteins. And here is one more point is decoic acid is present, and decoic acid and tech-ironic acid is absent here. Outer membrane is absent and here is present. Periplasmic space is absent and here present. The diagram only they are noted periplasmic space, but in the differentiation this is a one more important point, okay. Periplasmic space is absent in the gram-positive, present in the gram-negative. Susceptibility to penicillin, so highly susceptible. So if you are giving the dosage or anything to the gram-positive bacterium means that is easily sensitive to the penicillin, but this one is a resistant to the penicillin, so low susceptible. Then nutritional requirements are relatively complex. This one is a relatively simple. Flagella is contained two basal body rings. So in the flagella internal structure, so only two basal rings is present, but here is a 4 basal rings are present in the flagella of the gram-negative bacterium. So lipid and lipoprotein is very low. Here is the very high, and lipopolysaccharide is absent here, and this one is the present here, okay. So these are the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacterium, and this is very important 5-mark question also. And next box question is, what are magnetosomes? So intracellular chains of 40 to 50 magnetide, that is Fe3O4 particles are found in a bacterium, means especially Aquaspirillum magnetotacticum, means that is known as that particles is known as the magnetosomes. So what is the function of that magnetosomes means? It helps to the bacterium to locate nutrient rich sediments, okay. So it helps to the bacterium to locate the nutrient rich sediments on the bacterium. So this is one of the important question, okay. That is a box question. What are magnetosomes? Example, Aquaspirillum magnetotacticum, okay. Thank you.